So what's going on, good people? You already know what it is. It's your man Mark J. Count it out. Here to give you my personal opinion on some of the things going on in the world today. Now, recently, Charlamagne has been ridiculed all over these blogs and the internet and different things like that because of some statements that he made about rape culture. Now, he made some comments on his podcast, Brilliant Idiots, regarding rape culture and actually regarding his personal experiences with rape culture. He said his first experience with his wife, sexual experience, came when they were both drunk, and technically, you know, because they were both drunk, super drunk, they it wasn't clear if consent was given. So because of that, he said, well, maybe it's possibly that he you know could have been considered rape, and a lot of people took to it and sound bites from that audio and made it seem like, okay, well, the first experience was technically rape. Honestly, it really comes down to how he put that situation and the tone that he had with the situation. So since then, he's actually made a retraction to those statements. He apologized for being, uh, insensitive, his tone, not being responsible enough to state that situation and the type of care that you had to handle it with. I mean, when it comes to rape culture, you definitely have to be a lot more sensitive, handle it delicately, because that's a touchy subject with a lot of people, not just women. And you know it causes people to raise the question to be like, okay, well, when you are intoxicated, you do make decisions that you might not have made when you were sober, and you don't really have full control over your actions. But when it comes to both parties being intoxicated, that's a slippery slope, because you're both really, you know, in a position where you're not really making the best decision possibly, but you still might be coherent and you still might be aware of the type of things that you're doing. So I don't know, good people. I understand where he was coming from, and I do respect the fact that he's, you know, been mature enough to, since then, I guess, try to make good on what he said in the past and cleared up the whole situation, and even had his wife on the Breakfast Club to let people know that no, it wasn't a rape situation. It definitely wasn't that. They both were aware of what they were doing. But I just want to ask you guys out there, do you think that because both parties are drunk, it's very it's a very let's say a very legit question to bring up of consent? Do you think it's just something that you should be like, no, we're just not gonna do it because both parties are, I guess, incoherent, if that's the word for the situation, because both parties need to be aware of what they're doing. If one party is drunk and one is not, you should just leave it alone. What are the fine lines and the gray areas when it comes to this rape culture? Because nowadays you really have to, dig deep, and just to be on the safe side, say, okay, no, I'm just gonna wait till we're both sober before we decide to take this to the next level. So, good people, that's the story with Charlamagne the God. But I want to know y'all opinion about this. So it's Mark J. Counted Out. Let me know what y'all think. And once again, the question is, what is the guidelines, for consensual sex? When you're intoxicated. So y'all let me know what's going on. It's your man Mark J. Counted Out, and I'm out.